Coming to War Thunder, some missile changes. The teaser trailer was dropped. But first, let's get started with the big news of this one. The Israeli aviation tree has been announced for beta test. This closed beta test starts with the Winged Lion update. Owners of 2 of the premium Israeli aircraft announced last update will get immediate access. Regular players will get the opportunity to research the vehicles during the closed beta test if they fulfill certain tasks, which have not been announced yet. And the tree, in a unique fashion here, the tree starts at rank 4. In order to gain access when it goes into open release, you will need to have aircraft of at least rank 4 in any of USA, Great Britain, France, or of course Israeli premiums. Now let's take a look at the graphic here that shows what's coming in. For the fighters, we've got the Spitfire Mark 9 Charlie, the Spitfire LF Mark 9 Echo CW, the Meteor NF13, the Meteor F8, the Mystere 4A, the Mirage 3 CJ, and then we have 3 unique variations that are specifically Israeli: the Sambad, the Sa'ar, and the Kafir C7. Now, I haven't done any research on those 3 unique aircraft yet, so I don't know the details on them. We'll probably be trying to make a couple of quick videos on them when I get a little bit more of an opportunity to research them, but I wanted you to know about it as quick as possible. On the strike aircraft line, we have the S-199, the P-51D-20NA, familiar, the MD-450B Oregon, which again, familiar, the A-4H, the A-4E Early, the A-4N, the F-4E Phantom II. A lot of very familiar aircraft in that list there. And none of them are really uniquely Israeli as far as I can tell. On the the bomber section, we have the venerable B-17G, familiar aircraft for all of us that have played American or about half a dozen other trees. The Vator 2A, the Vator 2N, which it looks like it's a new variation just for them, and the Nesher. That's another unique vehicle. And, of course, we still have the premium Spitfire LF Mark 9E Wiseman, or the A4E Late on the premium side, so you can get started in the tree if you are just chomping at the bit. Nothing really jumping out at me as big about this tree. I have to admit, I'll probably find out more as I do research on the unique variants that Israel has produced. But so far, I'm looking at an awful lot of things I've flown before in other trees. Just saying. All right, let's move on to the next one, the missile changes. SACLOS and MCLOS missiles have had some of their parameters specified, such as G-load and speed loss in maneuvers. This will result in some noticeable reduction in effectiveness against fast-moving or complex intercept pattern aircraft, especially in cases where the missile will need to constantly maneuver to engage the target. In other words, higher altitude or faster speed will make it harder to be hit by SAMs. They also appear to be preparing to model the physical missile more accurately, so that gravity compensation will be a thing depending on speed. This could change the angle the warhead impacts a target and thus change its penetration due to a slight change in angle of attack. Basically, G-load, speed, and angle of attack may all become factors that need to be adjusted for when using various SACLOS or MCLOS missiles. Hey, more realism is more better. And finally, they did release the teaser trailer. I'm not so impressed with this one. The last couple have been just amazing pieces of work that they've put out. Really got me jazzed up for the patch. Not so much this time. There's a few interesting tidbits, but nothing that I'm just chomping at the bit to have. Looks like they're implementing the ability to launch planes from catapults on ships, finally. They kind of teased that accidentally a couple of patches back, where one of the ships had that ability to launch its plane and use it. And then, of course, they used it for the April Fool's event, that same capability. They dramatically displayed Israeli jet aircraft on CAS missions, though no word if they'll be adding premium Israeli tanks this patch to complement the air tree. I'm guessing no, so this is just an air match they're showing off here. That means that your entire air tree will have to be used in air modes, such as Air RB, Air Sim, or Air Arcade, if that's your jam. And finally, some kind of artillery-related vehicle was shown elevating its barrel. No clue if this implies some kind of new artillery-related mechanic or it's just a new playable vehicle that's coming that utilizes that artillery mechanic in some unique way. We'll have to see what's coming on that one, but you might want to check this one out. I'll leave a link in the description. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and give me a comment on what you're hoping to see coming to the Israeli tech tree. Did they miss your favorite Israeli vehicle? Let me know in the comments. You have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in War Thunder.